him showing all of his shit.
Hi, what's up? I'm Leo, and this is
Nyle. Nyle.
And today we're reacting to Braveheart.
Brave Wilderness.
Brave Wilderness.
This nigga's name is Coyote Peterson. This nigga is known for some crazy shit. He puts like insects or like reptilians on his hands, and just to stimulate the fucking sting or whatever, and to show us how much in pain he is. This shit pretty crazy. But today we're gonna react to worst insect sting ever. Let's see how this shit goes. I'm interested.
Okay, man. Your heart racing?
Million miles a second. This is the most nervous I've ever been to take
that?
a sting or bite from anything. My hand is shaking.
I don't know.
Are you guys all ready?
That shit's
Oh, yeah,
huge.
I'm ready.
I know.
I'm ready.
God damn.
I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to enter the sting zone with the tarantula hawk.
Oh, it's called a tarantula.
One,
Yeah.
I don't know.
two,
No, not a fucking ant. They look like fucking ants, you.
Oh!
Did they stay?
Yeah,
I
that
didn't,
thing.
I didn't see it. I thought I better kill him. I thought I better grab his shoe and go, wah!
Look at that nigga. He's fast to react to put the lid over the
I can't move my arm!
Oh shit.
That is the most intense pain I've ever felt!
Acting like getting superpowers. Breaking trail. It's like Breaking Bad. Breaking
Stings.
trail. Oh shit.
Stings. And more stings. Ow, ow! So far over the course of filming Breaking Trail, I've been stung by a giant desert hairy scorpion. Yep, that one hurt. Then I was stung around 60 times by harvester ants, a species that both bites and stings,
Oh.
and who have one of the most potent venoms in the insect kingdom. My neck! Mario, get the one off my neck! That one was pretty intense. Then there were the fire ants. Hopefully my body reacts okay to the venom.
Fire.
Don't wanna go into
People used to
anaphylactic
sniff
shock or
fire
anything.
ants.
I did okay
Saw that
with
shit 1,000 ways to
so-
die.
What the fuck?
I think I'm gonna
Why?
be okay.
No, these
I
niggas
took
were
over
right.
300 stings in less than 1
Crazy
minute.
shit.
And boy, did my hands feel like they were on fire. Ow! 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 Oh! Holy cow! That's a lot of stings already.
This is much worse than the
I even tried using my own urine to neutralize the venom. So what I'm gonna do right now, as gross as it seems, is I'm going to dump my own urine
That's
all
nasty.
over my arms and on my hands to try to reduce the swelling and the burning from these fire ant stings,
Nigga's face.
which helped temporarily. However, I suffered for nearly a month
Oh shit.
as my hands
Yeah.
were swollen and covered
like
in
pimples,
itchy white
yeah.
pustules. After the fire ants, I told myself, that's far enough. Until we discovered the velvet ant. And we all know how that one
That's
turned
an
out.
ant?
Alright, here we go.
You go ready?
That is not an ant.
Alright, let's do this again one more time for good measure. I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to enter the sting zone with the cow killer.
I
Are you
don't
ready?
want to watch
Dude,
that.
what is that?
Are you ready?
1. No, I'm never ready. 1, 2, 3. You good? Get your shot. Place it right down my arm. Here we go. Look at my arm shaking. And go.
Oh shit. Damn.
Okay, let me get back here.
You alright? What are you feeling?
Oh, oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow, okay. Ranked as having the 4th most painful sting in the insect kingdom, the This wingless wasp put me into a world of pain for nearly 30 minutes.
Oh my gosh, guys, this is super bad.
One would think
No
I had gone
shit.
far enough
It's
when
like
it
on
came to
crack or
experiencing the
something.
effects of the
Look at
insect
that.
sting pain index. And then I captured a tarantula hawk,
That
which is
shit's
ranked as the
big.
second most
That shit's
painful
scary.
sting on the
You
charts.
hear that shit?
Yeah.
God damn.
In
It's a
my
butterfly.
opinion, stings are the absolute worst because they not only hurt, they also involve venom injection, which oftentimes has an effect that can last for days.
Yeah.
That is the most intense pain I've ever felt. Don't think I can talk.
So
It's
why in the
crazy.
world am I doing this? That's a great question. First of all, I'm working my way up the sting ladder so that I can be stung by a bullet ant, which is supposed to be the most painful sting in the insect kingdom. However, the real reason is so that we can all get a first-hand visual and audible education as to what happens if you are stung by some of these oftentimes misunderstood and feared animals. I have a feeling that the bullet ant is going to be pretty painful. But before we get there, let's take a look at how to treat a basic insect sting.
That. Ooh, feels good to be out of that hot sun. My arm.
You alright?
Yeah, well, my favorite part of any bite or sting episode is to show you guys how to clean up the aftermath. I'm gonna try my best to get through this. Feeling pretty out of it at the moment. As you can see, my arm is pretty swollen and red. And this is the sting zone right there. And right there is where the stinger actually inserted into my arm. I don't know if you can see that, but it is incredibly sore and tender. Now, I would say it's fair to say that I went through at least 5 minutes of extreme pain. Oh, wow! Then I kind of snapped back into it and was able to give you guys the outro. And now I'm just feeling really lethargic. Almost feel like I have a temperature and my body feels sluggish. Do I sound like I'm talking funny?
No, you sound fine.
My mouth feels, I think, just dry. There's a lot of adrenaline, a lot of heat. And anytime you are bitten or stung by any animal, I always recommend that you seek professional medical opinion first and foremost, but there are a couple of few basic things that you can do up front. There are no noted cases of a tarantula hawk ever giving a fatal sting to a human. So I'm going to treat this today just like it was a normal bee sting. First thing we want to do is clean up the site of the sting with an alcohol pad.
And why do we do that?
That is just to remove any of the germs or any of the bacteria that may have come from the stinger, and the alcohol will actually help to neutralize
Get this
the
shit
venom.
out.
Oh, that's cold. My arm
wanna
is
see
actually
this shit?
hot
We ain't right
to the
to this
touch mark.
shit.
Stick your
What?
hands out there
It
and tell me,
stings.
does that feel hot?
Nah,
Oh, yeah.
rubbing alcohol.
Compared to like here to
Well,
here.
you show me how to
Yeah.
shoot it.
Huh?
Isn't that
You
crazy?
show me how to shoot it.
Nigga, what the fuck? You
So
trying
what
to
does
help
it feel
people?
like right now? Like, tell us.
Yes, this is what actually
Compared to
helped you.
obviously
No,
when
we're
you were
trying to
starting,
react.
it was really bad, but now what's it like?
At this point, my arm feels really heavy. It hurts when I squeeze my hand to try to make a fist. Look at that. When I do that, you can see it almost just looks
What are
like
you
a bunch
doing?
of liquid underneath the skin there.
All that from one sting.
One
Nigga.
sting. Yeah. I now understand why the tarantula hawk is so far up there on the sting pain
Yeah, look
index.
at them teeth.
Yeah, usually you don't have reactions to stings like this.
No, I mean, with the velvet ant, there were just a couple of small little welts that formed, and they actually went away pretty quickly. Now, that was a couple days ago, and we gave my arm a chance to rest before we got me stung by the tarantula hawk. This is definitely the worst sting I have ever taken. So, after you sanitize the wound, then you want to treat the site for any potential infection. And as we all know, I always go to Neosporin for that one. So, let me just get a little bit of Neosporin
chair.
on the site of the actual sting. Okay, now at some point this is probably going to become pretty itchy, and if you've ever been stung by a bee, a hornet, or a wasp, you know that eventually you'll get a welt, and that will itch just like a mosquito bite. And it really itches. And I really shouldn't itch it, but that
Itch it?
feels so good.
Nah.
So what
He
I
says I
have
really
here
shouldn't itch
is
it.
hydrocortisone. This is
Me
the
scratch
it?
excellent for insect stings.
Me
I'm
scratch
going to apply some of that to the
Oh.
sting area as
I don't know
well.
where he's from.
Look at that. Plus 12 moisturizers. Good thing for me. I'm gonna get some moisturizing on my skin. Okay, you ready?
What the fuck's wrong with this nigga? That, the venom fucked up his brain, nigga.
Just a little bit. And
The venom fucked up.
doesn't really smell like much. Maybe just basic hand lotion. Oh, yeah, that feels nice and cool on my arm. Oh, that is exactly what I needed right now. Wow, you can really feel how hot the sting is underneath this cream. And the cream is cool, which feels great on the sting. Now, the last thing we're going to use here is a basic cold compress, just like you would get from the doctor's office. And what I'm going to do is crush this up, drop it on the ground, and then it's going to get cold. I'm going to place it on the sting, and it's going to feel excellent. You ready? Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh, that shit. I tried that shit.
You do this. It'll take a couple seconds
You just
before
do
it
that,
gets cold.
and it gets
Oh,
cold.
this is going to be great. Okay, there we go. It's getting cold. All right, now, ideally, you'd want to have a comfortable chair to sit in. Lay back, relax, watch some TV, and just apply that cold compress to the area of the sting. Oh, that may be the best feeling I have had all day.
So, Coyote, tell us, what was worse, the anticipation of being stung by the tarantula hawk, or the actual sting itself?
Oh, that's kind of a loaded question. Both were bad. I think the anticipation is the most fear I have ever had before taking one of these bites or stings. My hand was shaking, my leg was shaking. I think it was probably pretty obvious on camera that I was really nervous. And then, of course, once the sting happened, it's almost like I blacked out for a second. I remember the sting happening. I remember the intense pain. I remember thinking, get the glass enclosure on top of the tarantula hawk so it doesn't get away. And the next thing I remember is laying face down in the sand, trying to just absorb the amount of pain that was radiating through my arm. Wow.
I think that was the most impressive thing to me, was the fact you were able to consciously take the glass and put it back on.
Yeah,
Let's take a look at that one more time.
yeah, one more time of me actually getting the glass back on top of the tarantula hawk. That was, I don't know how I managed to do that. But what was great about that is that then we had the tarantula hawk for the end of the scene, and we got that great release when it flew away on GoPro. A cool shot, and I love always being able to show you guys the release of the animal at the end of an episode. And the one thing that I have to remind everybody out there in the Coyote Pack who's watching, never attempt to replicate anything that you see me do on these episodes of Breaking Trail. I've been stung by harvester ants, stung by fire ants, scorpions, the velvet ant, and now the tarantula hawk. And it's bad, and it's painful. And the reason that I do this is so you can see it firsthand, and you get an education about these animals that a lot of us fear, but then you also walk away from the episode and you say to yourself, wow, that really looked bad. I'm going to admire these animals from a distance. I'm going to let Coyote take the bites and the stings, and I'm going to watch the episodes. That, guys, that is what would make me happy. I would definitely say that in my quest to find the most painful insect, bite or sting, I've worked my way up the ladder, going from the velvet ant to the tarantula hawk. And we know what's next, guys. The bullet ant. And I think everyone out there in the Coyote Pack has been waiting long enough in anticipation for that episode. Stay tuned, because I promise you, it's coming out soon. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. As for me, I'm gonna sit over here in the shade and enjoy this cold compress. Ah, what a morning. Did you see the entire Tarantula Hawk episode? If not, make sure to go back and watch my most extreme sting to date as I work my way up to the Bullet Ant Challenge. And don't forget, subscribe so you can join me and the crew on this season of Breaking Trail. Are you guys ready?
Go for it.
1, 2, here we go, 3.
Damn, that show was long.
Yeah, that was long. That was longer than anticipated.
What you know? Buy the motherfucker out the bottom with a gold grill, gleaming, make audio.